I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washington Sports Digital Network.
Welcome to the Washington Sports Digital Network. I'm Grant Johnson, joined with Chris Babb next to me, where we have the Tiger matchup between the Washita Tigers and East Central Tigers here in Bill Vining Arena. Washita's tied at number 3 with Harding and Henderson State in the Great American Conference, and East Central's at number 10. What have we seen so far from this Washita team in this, I guess, in this successful year, you could call it?
Yeah, it's a team that's very fun to watch when they get in a rhythm. They're very fast, very athletic. Talking to Coach Nutt the other night, if you watched you were here obviously with Isaac, but there was a play in the second half where there was an alley-oop. Hobart Grace and Reggie Martin both go up for it. He said, man, sometimes we're just so athletic we don't know who's going to go up and throw it down. But it is a fun, athletic team. They're a streaky team, and when they get hot offensively, they're fun to watch. They're playing against a team today. East Central will have dressed out about 8 players, only play about 8. And so it's a team that has lost some of its scoring and its leading scorer, Bishop Jones, after the 8th game of the season. But this is a Washita team that is playing good. They had a little hiccup against Harding last Saturday, but I think that kind of got their focus back. They played well Thursday night. They'll try to carry that into today against East Central. And
you talked a little bit about East Central only having about 8 players that are really on the bench at all, and I wouldn't say many teams in the GAC can really compete athletically with Washita. Do you think Washita is going to take advantage of that in any way, and if so, how?
You know they're going to try. East Central won this game when these two teams played in December. East Central won that matchup in Ada. It's an athletic team as well. Nick Williams is the leading scorer for East Central. Jordan Granberry is a fun one to watch as well. 2 athletic teams going up against each other. You're just not sure. You have to imagine that Washita is going to try to take advantage of the depth that they have compared to East Central.
And we talked a little bit about athletically this Washita team and how gifted they are, really. And I guess how has this team looked different in years past that you've seen? You've been doing this for a little bit now.
Thank you for saying a little bit. Now, this is a fun Washita team. At halftime, I think we're going to talk to Mitchell Boulding, who played at Washita in the late 90s. He's seen a lot of exciting teams. This is an exciting team, and they have multiple options where they can go for scoring. Obviously, Hobart Grayson leads the team in scoring and rebounding. Sean Williams had 22 the other night, 29 recently. And so Reggie Martin has been one of the keys in this team that last year, in the last couple of years, Reggie has been the third or fourth, had been the second or third option offensively, but Reggie is able to be the third or fourth option. And when Reggie Martin, some of the athletic plays and his fadeaway jumper from 15, the mid-range jumper, the athleticism, when he is the third or so option on that team, that says a lot offensively, and that's what we've seen from this Washita team. Obviously, they're fun to watch. Hobart Grace and Devin Franklin had a big game the other night. Rollin Belton came in with a couple of big blocks. So athletically, this is one of the most athletic teams we've seen at Washita in a while, and Coach Nutt knows that. They try to take advantage of that every game.
And it just feels like there's so many pieces in the puzzle. Feels like, obviously you got Hobart Grayson and you have Sean Williams, who really light it up as far as the scoring side of things. But it just feels like there's so many pieces in the puzzle. Like you said, Reggie Martin, Gavin Snyder coming off the bench and producing with, best three-point percentage in the GAC.
And you see the points per game in conference games. Washita averaging 78.5 points per game in the conference. East Central 10th. And Washita's giving up 73, but they're still scoring 78. This is a team that has figured out a way to get up and down. They're streaky when one of them gets hot. They all get hot, and it's been fun to watch. They'll try to continue that. This is you're coming in, you're over halfway done with the conference season. You've got to try to get down that stretch. You've got to take care of the games at home, and that's what they'll try to do today.
Any final thoughts on this game?
Well, I think it's one that Washita really needs when you look at the conference race. You see, I expect them to come out with an intensity that will show that.
We're going to send things over to Casey Model on the announcer's table.
For this afternoon's Great American Conference contest, featuring the Tigers of East Central University against your Washita Tigers. And now introducing the starting lineup for the East Central University Tigers. Junior guard from Fort Worth, Texas, number 0, Mason Jones. Freshman guard from Fort Worth, Texas, number 2, Mark Rucho. Senior forward from Enugu, Nigeria, number 5, God's Gift Ezedinma. Sophomore forward from Dallas, Texas, number 22, Nick Williams. And senior guard from Flower Mound, Texas, number 32, Bryce Warridge. The head coach of the ECU Tigers is Daniel Wheeler. The assistant coach is Zach Price. And now, Tiger Nation, let me hear you roar! This is the starting lineup for your Washita Tigers! Junior guard from Houston, Texas, number 2, P.J. Neal. Junior forward from Gonzales, Louisiana, number 5, Hobart Grayson. Junior forward from Terrell, Texas, number 21, Devin Franklin. Senior guard from Vivian, Louisiana, number 3, Reggie Martin. And graduate guard from St. Louis, Missouri, number 22, Sean Williams. The head coach of the Washita Tigers is Dennis Nutt. The assistant coaches are Levin Thornton and Rashard Stringfield. This afternoon's officials are Rick Fields, Tommy Kraft, and Logan Taylor.
We are just a few minutes till our opening tip-off here at Bill Vining Arena. Some starters for East Central Tigers. We got Mason Jones, Mark Rucha, God's Gift. We got Nick Williams, Bryce Woolridge. And then for Washita, we got P.J. Neal, Reggie Martin, the one and only Hobart Grayson, Devin Franklin, and Sean Williams.
Yeah, it should be a fun game. If you were watching the starting lineups, you saw an extra group of students. It was some of the junior high players from Benton High School who came down with former Tiger basketball player Mitchell Bolding and former Tiger football player Luke Woodard. Luke and his wife were down here, Laura Gathright Woodard, and so they brought the guys down, a lot of 7th graders and a couple of 8th graders from Benton Junior High. Got a little tour of the football facility earlier, got to do shoot around with the Tiger basketball team, ate lunch in the caf, and come take in some college basketball.
And we are underway. It's going to be East Central to start things off. Jones. Now inside, trying to back things down and gets it to fall. That's Williams to start things off for East Central.
Much larger lineup than we've seen previous times. This is a lineup for East Central, 6'5", 6'1", 6'6", 6'8", 6'3".
And Williams' three-point shot is good. You can't leave him open.
No, you like to see Washita get off to a quick start. Sean Williams left way too wide open for Coach Daniel Wheeler's liking, I'm sure.
Franklin tries to gamble on that one, and it works out in his favor.
Nick Williams, he likes to have fun while he plays. He made that basket, talked to Devin Franklin a little bit, showed some bewilderment at the call, and then some of the football players here beside us for Washita, he had a little fun with them as well.
Outside shot, no good for Reggie Martin. East Central going to take things the other way. Inside pass and fine inside.
Yeah, God's Gift Ezedinma is one that has been to this gym before. He's a senior in this ECU lineup, transfer from Incarnate Word. A big body in that lineup, one of 2 with him and Williams.
Williams can't get that one to fall. Good look at it. Inside drive, hard contact from Neal. He's going to get credited for the foul.
5's also on the all-name team. God's Gift Ezedinma.
That's a tricky one to
That's a good
say.
one, yeah.
I might butcher that one a few times.
You can stick with God's Gift.
I might just take your offering there.
There you go.
They're going to double him in the corner. Nowhere to go. Tipped away from Grayson and ends up in Franklin's hands. Fast break chance. Williams and brings it home.
Nice transition. Reggie Martin draws the defense, finds Williams on the backside. He hits from outside and he hits from up top.
And all started with that turnover and that trap in the corner. Inside pass working Devin Franklin. No good. Rebounded Grayson. We're going to say that quite a bit tonight. Leading the way in the GAC for rebounds. Can't get that one to go.
This pace is what we were talking about earlier. We expected Ouachita to try to push. Only 3 players dressed out on the ECU bench.
Stolen away. Neal ends up with it. Finds Williams. Williams, hesitation, drive inside, and kicked out.
It was a nice collapse by the ECU defense as Williams got in the air. 2 collapsed right to him, kind of got in no man's land, didn't know what to do, tried to find Reggie Martin on the backside.
And Williams is so crafty, just can't get the pass to the corner there. East Central almost running a 4-and-1, 4 outside, 1 inside. And that's God's gift inside, working Grayson. Puts it up and good. Now Grayson dishes things off to Martin. Back to Grayson. Just off that front iron, rebounded by Franklin. He's on the ground. I'm going to say jump ball.
Yep, Devin Franklin keeping that one alive. I thought he might have tried to call a timeout. I thought that's the motion I was seeing. But they did say tie ball and alternating possession will stay with Ouachita.
You call a foul on
late
Franklin.
one. Yeah, they called it. What they're going to say is for East Central, Mark Rucha came out of that holding his mouth. It was really late, but the official saw Rucha holding his mouth. I think that's what it was, but about 3 or 4 seconds after the play. I don't know if you actually saw it or you just saw the result.
Regardless, it's going to be East Central basketball going the other way. They lead this by 1. Inside drive, kick out, corner three-pointer off that front iron and rebounded. And can't get that rebound. Grayson brings it down.
Williams wanted a foul, didn't get it.
Inside drive, wanted a foul, couldn't get a foul. And what a fast-paced game we've got so far. Looking for down low, that matchup between Franklin and Williams, and Franklin gets it.
Pass to Williams just a little bit too far out of his reach.
Nice pass. And Devin Franklin makes him pay for not putting a hand in his face. Ouachita leading things now 7-6 with 15 to go in the first half. Blocked away. Wide open, air ball. That's Williams. And we're going to go on break and take the timeout with them. Grant Johnson with Chris Babb. You're watching Ouachita Sports Digital Network, sponsored by Taylor King Law.
See it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back to Washita Sports Digital Network. I'm Grant Johnson, joined with Chris Babb here in Bill Vining Arena, where the two Tigers face off. We got Washita Tigers at 7, East Central Tigers at 6, with 15-11 to go in this first half. What have we seen so far, Chris?
It's been fast-paced, and we have seen that our graphics, our score bug's not wanting to communicate, so we'll try to remember and update you on that. But it has been fast-paced. We mentioned it. We'll see if it continues to go as fast-paced. So there's been a lot of contact. They're letting them play through a lot of that contact. For East Central, they like that because you can't afford to get in foul trouble as we come up on 15 minutes to play in the first half.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit before that East Central only has really 8 players dressed out, 5 of them on the court. And if you're Washita, you really got to take advantage of that and try to run them off the court, you could say. Pull-up shot by Grayson. Can't get it to fall. And Rucha taking things down. East Central continuing to try to find the inside. Passed away. They're going to say it was reflected off of Williams, Sean Williams.
Reggie Martin got a hand in the passing lane there. Watching this matchup between Nick Williams and Devin Franklin. Williams trying to use some of his length. He's also maybe tugging on the jersey of Franklin there a little bit to see if that plays out any.
And they're listed at the same height of 6'8". We'll see who wins this matchup tonight. It should be a good one. Rebounded. Offensive rebound. I'm going to say travel going the other way.
Yeah, Williams was trying to back down Franklin. He was already under the basket. Franklin gave him a little bit, kind of pulled the Olay blanket a little bit like a bullfighter, and Williams went to the ground.
And Franklin's got 2, and Williams is also at 2 between that matchup. Interested to see it later on in the game as well. Kick over. Defended well, nice crossover, inside find to Franklin. Circus layup, gets it.
Boy, P.J. Neal created that, acted like he was driving back out to the lane, crossover, went baseline. The defense collapsed. He found Franklin, who did a nice job of adjusting to the defense, who flashed.
Got a 9-6 game here. Inside drive, can't get it, tipped around. Washita's going to speed things up now. Williams drive inside, tries to find Grayson. A little bit of a miscommunication there. East Central going to slow things down a little bit. Gets it inside. Almost and one. That's God's gift going to the line.
Reggie Martin caught on the backside of that. There's some length between Nick Williams and God's gift Isadinma. We do have 2 subs coming in to the game after the first free throw for each team. But we've seen ECU use the length of Isadinma and of Nick Williams to try to get some easy chippies around the block.
First free throw falls. Looks like a lot of substitutions for both teams.
Yeah, 3 foul subs for Washita.
And if you're Coach Nutt, you got to think, why not try to run these guys out of the gym with only having 8 players? And I'd like to say Washita has them beat for sure on the depth side of things. Second free throw is good. Let's get Gavin Snyder checks in. He's drilling things down. Picks up his dribble, trying to find someone, anybody, and finally gets it. Williams being double teamed. Kicked across to Snyder. In the quarter, finds Franklin. 7 seconds on the shot clock, has to put something up and gets it.
Roland Belton with a nice job. 2 post players there for Washita working together. Franklin feels the defense, gets it to Belton. Nice job of body control and squaring up to the basket to get that one to go.
East Central continuing to almost run this 4-and-1 look, trying to get things down low, and kicks it to the corner. Nice fake. and recovered well. 4 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to have to force something. Fadeaway shot. No good. Rebounded Franklin.
This is the first time we've really seen Franklin and Rollin Belton on the floor at the same time. The length of ECU has forced Washita to go a little bit longer as well.
And hard contact. Franklin inside. Layup. And one.
East Central, Coach Wheeler wanting a traveling violation. Instead, they get the foul on Linsenmeyer, the 6'3 freshman from Edmond, Oklahoma.
And we've got a media timeout. We're going to take the break with them. Grant Johnson with Chris Babb, watching Washita Sports Digital Network, sponsored by Taylor King Law.
For years, we've said we'll be on your side, by your side.
We all stand by that promise.
And I'm proud to be a part of a team of attorneys who are prepared
To be on your side and by your side.
So if you've been injured,
We'll be on your side, by your side.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
And we've had a good one so far between the two Tigers here in Bill Vinian Arena. I'm Grant Johnson with Chris Babb. Washita Tigers at 13, East Central Tigers at 8 with 12 to go in this first half. Got Franklin to the line. He's got 6 points, looking to make it 7. And he does. Looks like Hobart Grayson's going to check in for Devin Franklin.
Yeah, Grayson got a break the dead ball prior to the media timeout. Had missed his first 3 shots, I believe. Coach Nutt tried to give him a little breather, get him back in, see if he can't get in the flow offensively. You know it's going to be there defensively and with the rebounds.
Inside drive, rejected. Fast break opportunity. Williams, layup is good.
Rollin Belton, another block. Coach Nutt liked the intensity on the defensive end Thursday night. He comes back with another block today to get that fast break started.
And you've got to do something with this East Central team. Wanting to work things inside, now outside. Rebounded Belton to Snyder, looks up court.
Yeah, he's trying to get it to Williams just about a half second after it was actually there, and East Central got a hand in that passing lane, a little bit too much traffic.
Up top, rebounded Snyder. Going to slow things down a little bit. Inside to Grayson. Double, triple teamed and fumbles it around. Almost a travel. Outside shot. Tipped around by Belton. Falls in East Central's favor.
Boy, sorry to knock over you. Linsenmeyer had an open layup. The last time he did that, Rollin Belton sent it back down vertically. Rollin Belton showed that time Linsenmeyer wasn't going to try it. He kicked it back out, and that's what enabled this possession after Sean Williams knocked that one out of bounds to Washita not give up the layup.
And that's what that inside force from Belton can do to you.
No doubt, no doubt.
Make you scared to shoot it inside. Pick and roll action. A lot of fakes and not many shots. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna have to force something. That's Ruka. Can't get it. Back to Snyder. Trying to find Grayson inside, but Belton's just going to take it. Rejected.
Still 12 seconds left on the shot clock for Washita.
Plenty of time to draw up an inbound play in almost 5 seconds. Under 10. We're going to call a foul.
Wow, off the ball. It's the second time we've had an off the ball foul called by the same official. His partner had to ask him what we got. And now Coach Wheeler asking him the same thing.
So that resets that shot clock for Ouachita. Gives them a little bit more time.
Yeah, it takes it back to 20.
Williams working things. Kicks it to Belton. Good find and nice hands there from Belton to catch that rocket of a pass from Williams.
Man, it could be really, really big for Ouachita if Rylan Belton can continue to do what he's done these last 2 or 3 games. It'd be another size, another piece of length there offensively and defensively.
And Ouachita kind of has struggled, and teams are starting to take advantage of the size difference that they have on Ouachita. But if you can have Belton step up and help Franklin out, that'll be huge. 18-10 here. Ouachita Tigers ahead. 9 to go in the half. Williams drive inside. They're going to get him on a travel. Took one too many. And I like what Belton and Williams kind of have going. Interesting to see it.
Interesting travel call on that one. It was ugly. I think the official who had just had his ears chewed off by the head coach of the bench. A lot of times you see that, chirp, 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 and then you get a call. It's a nice three-pointer on the other end as a new player into the game, Ryan Kelly, the senior from Snyder.
Nice look and fine there. Kelly converts on the three-point shot. Williams uses that screen to Snyder. Three-point shot off the back iron.
Crew Flowers flew in and almost continued the possession for Ouachita.
Inside drive and gets it to fall.
Rucha with a nice take. Goes right at the Ouachita defense. 5 straight for East Central. Made it a 1-possession game.
And that puts Rucha at 4 now. Nice cut and find. Williams.
Boy, tremendous backdoor cut from Williams. Good feed. And Williams gets another one. Gunning from out deep, and he's had two dunks today.
East Central continuing to look for that inside-out type of offensive style. Had a look there with Kelly. He drained one earlier, couldn't get that one to fall. Snyder being double-teamed off of that screen.
Flowers stepped on the sideline as they went to him on the wing.
We're going to go on break here. Take a break with them. You're watching Ouachita Sports Digital Network, sponsored by Taylor King Law.
Big block from Belton, and on the other end, the Williams layup to send us to break. Grant, you take any classes in the nursing building there that we just saw?
Not at all.
It'd be a nice building to take classes in. I don't think anybody necessarily want me as their nurse, but I'm sure for those who do want to go into nursing, it's a nice facility.
Definitely. I don't really enjoy school that much to go an extra couple years after, but
We might have to clip that and send it to your mom and dad.
I think they know too. We got Kelly outside. Finds Godsmith. 1 second on the shot clock. Can't get anything up.
Nice defense by Ouachita. Sean Williams much shorter. I thought Enzedema might just spin him, back him down, but Sean Williams held his ground. Nice job by Sean Williams forcing the shot clock violation.
And Sean Williams let him hear it a little bit there. A little bit of trash talk. Telling him, I'm about 4 inches shorter than you. Still can't score on me down low. Defended well. Outside, Grayson wide open. Three-pointer. Makes him pay.
Good to see Hobart offensively get something to go down. Missed his first few field goal attempts. Got that one to go.
You can't leave him open. Godsmith to Kelly. Back and forth between the two. Now in the corner, sizing up Franklin. Drive inside off the front iron. Gets the rebound. Ouachita pushing things up court. Mid-range shot. Yes.
Boy, when they get going and get in a rhythm like this, that's 5 straight. You can get another stop in a transition. This is when they get in flows and get in spurts. Reggie Martin in transition from the mid-range is just fun to watch. He elevates so high on his jump shot.
And we see Neal applying a little bit of pressure full court. Trying to force a turnover. Good find and rejected from Williams. Get that out of my house.
From the backside, Sean Williams. Enzedema was not thinking of Sean Williams coming from the backside. He was just worried about Neal and Franklin. And Sean Williams said this one's going to go down faster than it went up and send it into the 7th graders here from Benton over right there in the right corner. They got a little taste of that one.
Heads up.
Heads up, fellas. It's coming at you fast. No, they're letting them have it too.
Only 10 seconds on the shot clock, under 10. Sizing up Franklin. That's Rucha. Fade away.
And
nothing.
I don't think Rucha realized how much time was on the shot clock. The fans were telling him it was 3 seconds.
And nobody can stop him. He's too quick. PJ Neal all the way. I think East Central is going to take a timeout. Sorry, it's a media timeout.
A 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout. I think we're going to stay here.
Yeah, let's look at this. It's going to be a fun one to watch there. Reggie Martin scooping around. There's Hobart Grayson's first three-pointer. Kind of got that. It was a 5-point game. That stretched it to 8. And then you get four more to finish this run off. P.J. Neal finding Reggie Martin in transition. Elevates high on the jump shot. And after the next one, East Central needed a little time to talk about it. There's the big block from Sean Williams. You ever done that, Grant?
Back in my day.
Back in the hallway on the Nerf goal at the end of the hall at your house. Not on a real basketball floor, and definitely not like Sean Williams just did.
It's hard to be like that. To the corner. That's Kelly. Defended well. Gets it to Godsmith on Grayson. Pick and roll. 8-second shot clock. I think the crowd made him force that shot a little early.
Might have again. I'm not sure, but regardless, Ouachita comes away with it.
Nice move. Find up to Franklin. Layup can't get it.
Yeah, I don't think he was. I think Neal was hoping for the oop. I don't think Franklin was thinking about it, and it was one of those afterwards. He's like, man, I could have had me a highlight on that one, but just kind of lost his balance instead.
Outside look, setting a screen. Tries to get it inside and does to Godsmith. He's got 8. Ouachita going to slow things down a little bit now. Almost tipped away. Nice move. Step back. Can't get it. East Central are going to slow things down too. Inside pass to Godsmith. They got it earlier. Can't get it this time.
Yeah, that pass from Bryce Woolridge. Tried to give it to Isadinma. It was just too far out of reach. Now he's telling him just throw it to my two hands instead of trying to make me reach for it. And Washita will have the ball after the media timeout.
And we're going to take that break with them. Grant Johnson with Chris Babb. Washita Sports Digital Network, sponsored by Taylor King Law.
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/act now.
We've got a 10-point lead here at Bill Vining Arena. Washita 27, East Central 17. Grant Johnson with Chris Babb. Chris, take me through. I know it's a 10-point lead, but it doesn't really feel like it. Take me through what this game has looked like if you're just now tuning in.
Yeah, it's been a stretch, for Washita. The Tigers, Washita is on a 9-2 run the last 3:51 of the first half, and it was a one-possession game. You go on a 9-2 run, you can find yourselves up by 10. Now you just got to keep control of the game. See if you can continue to force trouble defensively and convert offensively.
Out of bounds, going to say it's staying down here, Washita basketball.
Yeah, Wooldridge came for it, and he just kind of knocked that one out of bounds.
And right in front of that social club, Washita, inbounding it. Rosig, I believe. Franklin gets the rebound and fouled.
You got Washita players on the floor. Williams went across the lane, couldn't get it to go. Franklin with an offensive rebound. It's only the second offensive rebound for Washita on the night. These teams pretty even at rebounds. Washita has a 3-rebound advantage.
So far, Washita's 1 for 1 from the line. Those free throw attempts were from Franklin, and he makes it 2 for 2.
The shooting percentage so far, you asked me about what I saw. The shooting percentage so far has been the difference in this game. Washita 12 of 21 for 57.1% from the field. East Central 7 of 24 for 29.2%. Neither team really shooting that well from beyond the arc. Washita 2 for 5, but East Central 1 for 7.
And Franklin with the second one extends that lead. Defended well from Washita. Feels like they've been having great defense all night. Franklin.
It's a nice one-on-one move from Nick Williams. You talk about the defense. Washita defended Southeastern Oklahoma State tremendously Thursday night. Southeastern didn't shoot well. A lot of that was because of the Washita defense. They really have been feeding off each other defensively.
Franklin sets a hard screen. Nice pull-up and gets it to fall. That's Reggie Martin.
His pull-up jumper is just so nice. I think the defender, when they expect to contest the shot, they end up being about 5 or 6 inches shorter or lower than where he actually releases that ball because of his elevation.
Corner three-pointer, an offensive rebound, and can't get it. That's Williams with the offensive rebound. Can't get that one to fall. Neal to Grayson. Grayson pull-up three-pointer. Off that front iron, tipped away from Franklin and somehow falls in the hands of P.J. Neal. Looking for somebody, finds Franklin. Nice Euro step, tipped away.
Yeah, that was a hustle play for Washita. Devin Franklin kept that one alive. It was going to an East Central Tiger, but Hobart Grayson flashed in front and kept that, tipped it to Neal. So Washita able to retain the possession.
Looks like Belton's going to check in for Franklin. Give the big man a little bit of a break.
Washita with 5 players in double figures in minutes so far.
And Franklin subbing out, he has 9 points. We usually don't see a lot of scoring from him, more on the defensive and rebounding side, but He's been great so far. Nice move, step back, mid-range, gets it to fall. That's Reggie Martin again.
Man, golly, that was nice. You feel like you have him defended. He pulls up, fades away, and elevates.
And you don't see too many in today's basketball mid-range shots. That's a turnover there.
Coach Wheeler wanting a foul on P.J. Neal defending the point guard before he gets across half court. He said that is a foul on that reach. Rick Fields not agreeing with him. He's not getting it obviously now, but now he didn't get the response he wants from one, so he's going to come ask the other. He doesn't like the way that P.J. Neal is being allowed to pressure the point guard in the backcourt.
Ouachita going to drop a little bit of a play. 15 to go on the shot clock. Grayson working things down low. Double team. I'm going to say it's a charge. He set his feet. That's God's gift.
Grayson with 6 rebounds so far in the first half. 1 of 4 from the field. That was a three-pointer.
And Grayson, last time I checked, leading the way in the GAC for rebounds.
Absolutely. Only the first foul called on Hobart. P.J. Neal, Devin Franklin, Reggie Martin also with 1 each.
And it's interesting that he does lead the GAC in rebounds. He's only listed at 6'6". He's averaging 11.3 rebounds per game. And also averaging a double-double. He's second in the GAC for points per game at 24. Defended well. Drive inside. Looking for anything. 10 to go on the shot clock. Inside and gets the foul.
Yeah, they're going to get that one on P.J. Neal reaching.
Going to send Williams to the line. That's Nick Williams to the line.
Coach Nutt trying to get one of the, on the offense, clearing out, having a discussion with Tommy Kraft, the official, who went over and talking about it. The free throw from Williams catches the front of the rim.
And East Central is 3 for 3 from the line in today's game. They came into this game at 66.5 free throw percentage, and they've been knocking them down so far, 100% still.
You know, the leading scorer still for this team, Bishop Jones, only played 8 games, suffered a season-ending injury. They have a couple of red shirts on their roster, so that's why their bench has been shorter. Coach Wheeler's been able to manage that, figure out how to navigate through that.
And Grayson with way too much room on the mid-range.
You made fun of me. Well, you weren't making fun. You said I've seen it. You were trying to be nice. He said I've seen a few years. I don't know if I've seen a team hit so many mid-range jumpers. Uh-oh, here we go. I'll be quiet.
And brings it home. That's Reggie Martin. He's been great so far, and there he is on the fast break slam.
That was not a mid-range jumper, but he did elevate.
18 to go in the half. Ouachita 37, East Central 21. East Central hoping to get the last shot of the half. Inside to Williams. Good look at it. Left-hand layup, no good. They have 5 seconds to get a shot. 3. Grayson pulls up from half court. Off the backboard. Looked good, but it wasn't. We've got a Ouachita 37, East Central at 21 going into the half. I'm Grant Johnson with Chris Babb. We're going to take a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I think after this break, man, that looked nice. Reggie Martin elevated. He elevated so much that he just kind of froze in air. We'll hear from have Mitchell Boulding, a former Tiger basketball player, join us after the break at halftime, the Capital Technology Halftime Show.
Grant Johnson with Chris Babb, sponsored by Taylor King Law. You're watching Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In the number 2 position on our top 30 countdown this week, here's In Your Hands. Hey, Are you trying to kill us both?
What?
Are you aware that on average there are almost 10 texting and driving deaths each day?
No, that's awful.
Yeah, it is awful, so don't do it. The text can wait.
Thanks.
Anytime. And now...
Remember, the text can wait.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
NCAA athletes don't just compete, they make history. Representing our nation with pride and excellence, they bring home the hardware. Our college campuses serve as training grounds for the next generation of stars. Catch tomorrow's Olympians and Paralympians on the NCAA Championship stage today.
At the time, I just wasn't thinking. I used social media to vent. I wish I would have thought about the effects of scaring people. I didn't mean for that to happen. People took it as a terrorist threat. The university got shut down. I got arrested by the FBI. And now, I don't know what my future looks like. I search my name on the web almost every day and look at the stuff. It's not going away. Think before you post.
Welcome back to Bill Vining Arena on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University, the Capital Technology halftime report, and we just got a full booth here. We had to pull out the crowd mic.
Right.
Chris Babb here, joined by Mitchell Boulding, a former Tiger basketball player, and Jeff Williams was not a former Tiger basketball player, but when all of us were in school together, Jeff, you and I watched Mitchell play basketball a lot, kind of sitting here working in the sports information office at students. Now Jeff is the Associate Director for Statistics and Media for NCAA, and so you still work with statistics, but what do you remember about this guy sitting to your right?
The top of the key three-pointer that he used to make all the time. He'd come off the wing and off the screen and hit the three every time. What was it? Was it Oklahoma or something like that?
Yeah, that's a play call. And then it was on the other end. I was just yelling help the whole time.
Well, that's true too. Yeah, there was a lot of help defense on the other side.
That's right.
But the top of the key three, that's what I remember about Mitch.
Yeah, stand over there, wave your arm, say, "Hey, I'm open."
That's right.
Mitch, I talked at the pregame when they explained to the crowd who was out there with the Tigers in the starting lineup. You brought your son, Luke Woodard, former Tiger football player, now live in Benton. Brought some of your son and their buddies down to kind of have a fun day of just kind of touring campus, seeing some of the football and the basketball program.
Yeah, we spent the day down here. It's a lot of fun for me to bring those kids back. You know, my goal is these Saturday games, especially for the athletes, sometimes there's not a whole lot of people in the crowd. So it's fun to bring those kids back to give the kids that are playing for the Tigers now a little bit of something to play for. So it's a lot of fun.
You were able to come down. This is your second game. This is a fun Tiger team to watch when they get going. I know, Jeff, you're able to catch some of our games up in Indianapolis every once in a while. But this is a fun Tiger team to watch. Athletic, fast, and when they get going offensively, they can create from almost anywhere.
Yeah, it's sitting up speaking to people that, my stepdad's here with me, Luke, Laura. The game, when I played, the game has gotten so much quicker and faster. It's probably a little more physical too, but the way that we can get up and down the floor is so much quicker. You've got 5 guys at any point that can put the ball on the floor and get to the rim. They all shoot at distance pretty well, and it's the athleticism, like Reggie's dunk down here at the end of the first half is just, he made it look easy. Runs down the right side of the floor, jumps up on one leg, and the next thing you know, he's dunking it really hard.
He did that right as I was talking about how he elevates on the mid-range jumper as well. I mean, his mid-range jumper game is so fun to watch also.
I am going to get on him once, and if he watches this video, his corner 3 on the break, he needed to take one step back. He took the worst shot in basketball.
Yeah.
He took an 18-foot two-pointer. If he takes one step back, he's got a 3, and it's the same shot.
Mitch never had to worry about that.
No, he was always around those.
That's right. I was running 3 to 3 for sure.
He also didn't have to shoot it as far as they have to shoot it now either.
Right,
But I'd still make it at the same rate.
That's true. Jeff, let's talk about your perspective at basketball. You work at the NCAA. So you see all these teams. Kind of explain to us what you do working with athletic communications professionals like Brian Ramsey at Washita. So you're working with them when they send all statistics. So you see a lot of these teams come through the computer, but how often do you actually get to go watch some of those games?
Yeah, that's a great question. Actually, not very often. I was actually telling my daughter, who's actually here for a conference starting tomorrow, but I was telling her I think this is the first game I've seen this year in person, so don't get to see as many games as I would like to, but usually what I see is at the end of the season, which is a lot of fun. I work the NIT, and that's always been a lot of fun for me. I know a lot of our team, we work on championships year-round, and that's what we get involved with. And you're right, during the regular season I see the stats come through, but don't get to see a lot of the games. But yeah, I mean, getting to see the Tigers play here today. Mitch talked about them offensively, but what I like to see is how they get in the lanes. They get their hands busy in the lanes defensively and deflect a lot of passes, and I'm sure that's one of the things Coach Nutt probably preaches a lot too. So
both of you have at least one of your children down here today kind of touring campus. As someone who went to school here, and I've got one who's a sophomore. I had one who I thought may end up going somewhere else. One might, but there's just something to be said for when you get to our age, because yes, the college students every day remind me that I'm old. What does it mean for your students to be able, your kids to be able to see, kind of experience some of what you did in college?
Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, I brought my older daughter here on some visits as well. She ended up deciding to stay closer to home and going up in northern Indiana to school, and she's a swimmer there. But, Allie's still sticking with it a little bit. It's a little far. I mean, we were up at 3:30 Eastern time to get on a plane to come down here this morning. So it's a little far. It's something she'll have to work with. But, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. And then just being an alum and knowing a lot of people here, she gets to kind of see, the experience that I had. And obviously her experience is going to be different. But always love to be back on campus. And certainly being in Indianapolis, I don't get back as much as I wish I could. But we love to be back here and love to have the opportunity to show Allie around and my older daughter as well. So
visiting with Jeff Williams, Washita alum class of 1997, is that right? 97,
yeah.
Works at the NCAA office in Indianapolis. Mitchell Bolding, freshman in the fall of 1995.
That's right.
I believe it's been that long ago. Yeah,
a lot more hair and a lot less weight.
Hey,
all of us.
Yeah, definitely.
But you brought your sons back and your daughter, Elle. What does it mean to be able to come back to campus?
It's always a joy to come back here. There's so many good memories. We walk in here into the arena and bringing the kids in, and they ask me, well, what's changed? And I'm like, well, really nothing much except some new lights and some paint and some new. But it's great to bring them back. The memories that I have in this gym, but that we as a couple and a married couple now on this campus, it is. It's just a special place, and it's just it's hard to put into words what it means to bring my loved ones back and see what it looks like, and it's just a lot of fun.
Well, guys, thanks for taking your time out to join us. Kind of an impromptu interview, but wrapped yourself up in any egg crates lately?
No, I have not.
All right, good deal. We'll be back. Grant Johnson, Jalen Davis. We'll be back with a look at the first half stats when we return on the Washita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm Attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
Welcome back to Washita Sports Digital Network. I'm Grant Johnson, joined with Jalen Davis, here for, I guess, your second halftime segment of the game. Jalen, just kind of take me through what you've seen so far. I guess we've obviously seen a very dominant Washita team outplaying East Central, and this one, just take me through what you've seen.
What I've seen so far, it's been a lot of fast-paced action, really. Both sides are being really physical, both sides of the ball. But Washita, I think they really imposed their will on defense. They've been able to be patient and just really make the offense work. I feel like they've been doing a really good job of not only attacking the glass on the defensive end, but they get out in transition as well and getting easy buckets.
I talked a little bit before in the pregame that this team just has so many pieces to the puzzle. You have obviously your two main scorers most of the time, Hobart Grayson and Sean Williams, but in today's we have Devin Franklin at 9 and then Williams also at 9 too. But you see guys like Reggie Martin at 8 knocking on the door of double digits. Talk to me about, I guess, how versatile this team is and maybe some players that have stuck out to you and what they've done to help this Washita team rise up on top in that first half.
Yeah, this Washita team is very special. I really think this team can go a long way, especially when you're looking towards the future of this team and going to the playoffs, hopefully. But this team is very versatile. They have from spots 1 to 5 position. They can really know how to stretch the floor and really know how to play with each other. They've shown time and time again that they have good chemistry amongst one another. I really feel like with leading the way, along with the other guys right behind them, and their energy and continuous energy day in and day out is really shown in how they play on and off the floor. I really think it's important for them as a team to really stay connected even through adversity. And even through tonight, they're showing a dominant performance. They continue to put the pressure on the defense and really continue to work together as a team. And it's shown. I hope they can keep it up.
And we saw in that first game that with the women's game, Washita was leading things going into that second half. Maybe not this big of a lead that we see here of 37-21. But still, they were leading going into the half, and then just kind of fell apart in that second half. What does Coach Nutt need to motivate his players or tell his players to just, I guess, keep coming out on fire? What do they need to do to keep this lead in the second half?
If I was Coach Nutt, I would just tell my team just to keep being aggressive. Let the game come to you. That's what they've been doing. That's how they built this lead. I really feel like if they just continue to play the way they've been playing, being aggressive, letting the game come to you, and just making sure that they're being attentive on the defensive end, not get up easy buckets, and keep communicating like they have been, get out in transition. If the transition basket isn't there, get back, be patient on their offensive sets. They'll be just fine.
Well, thank you, Jalen, for joining me for this little halftime segment. We're going to kick things off in about a minute. We'll be right back. Washita at 37, East Central at 21 going into the second half. Don't go anywhere. We should have a good one. Stay tuned. You're watching Washita Sports Digital Network, sponsored by Taylor King Law.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Washita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Washita.
Washita. Washita.
How would you pronounce it?
Washita.
Washita.
It's Washita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita.
Washita.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Washita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
Welcome back to Washita Sports Digital Network. I'm Grant Johnson, joined with my color analyst, Chris Babb.
I think they saw me trying to get through and they put the camera up on purpose.
I tried to give you a warning.
They're supposed to already have it switched to camera 4 at the baseline, but they just tried to catch me.
That's what they'll do.
That's what they'll do.
They'll get you. Here we got a Washita at 37, East Central at 21. Starting things off quick inside, Williams and one. Nice find inside, and Williams just taking advantage of that height that he has over Franklin. East Central perfect so far from the free throw line in the first half. Let's see if they can continue to do so. And I jinxed them.
There you go. Good job, Grant.
It's always that commentator jinx.
Yeah.
I've done it a couple times. Neal to Williams. Williams outside shot. And drains it.
That was contested with a hand in the face.
Got Rucha to Godsmith. Back to Williams inside. He's going to look to do what he did earlier with the and one. Sizing up Franklin. Can't get that one. Good defense there. Martin to Williams. Williams will shoot it. Almost kind of eyed it down, but Grayson, he'll shoot it.
He will too. You said Martin Williams will shoot it, and I was getting ready to say Grayson will too. Good to see Hobart get that first one in the second half.
Godsmith inside. East Central still continuing to try to get it inside, and they do, but it's a foul. And now with a large lead, Washita at 42, East Central at 23. 18 to go in the half. Gets in the corner, double team very well. Fast break chance. Grayson rises up and brings it home. And there's that highlight play we've been looking for.
He did that with ease, Grant. It just not a lot of problem for several of these guys to get up that high.
Inside drive on Grayson. Gets himself nowhere. Look ahead to Neal. Neal to the corner. Williams wide open. Corner three-pointer. Bang! We're going to get a timeout. I think we're going to take it with them.
I think we're going to be able to see a couple of these replays as before we go. But here's Hobart coming into your living room.
The back scratcher. And the Neal
it's just
outside.
In transition, Grant. This team is so good in transition, whether it's inside, outside, when they're in a flow and in a rhythm. You know, as soon as Hobart had the ball at half court, the guy was going to try to contest. He was going to try to contest that dunk, and then he probably thought better of it. Hobart went up and flew in for the two-handed slam, and then Neal in transition, finding Williams on the wing. They've doubled up East Central, 47-23, doubled them up +1. It's just a fun team to watch in transition. 3 of their last 4 field goals. They're on a run to start this half, and it's a 10-2 run to start the second half for Washita.
And we knew coming into this one that Washita would probably try to run East Central, I guess wear them down and run them off the court, and it feels like that's exactly what they're doing in this second half. And it's hard to compete with Washita as far as athletically.
I was just thinking as well, Grant, I mean, if you're up by 24, if you're able to continue this run, you have a chance of it being the second straight game where you're up by 30 in the second half.
They've got to keep applying that pressure and keep doing well in transition buckets. Williams trying to back down Belton, and he can't, but it leads to a three-point shot, no good. Neal dribbling things up to Grayson. Grayson pull up mid-range, no. East Central trying to take things the other way. Forces up a shot. Neal now Wide open three-point shot. Martin off the front iron.
Yeah, he didn't shoot that one in stride. He took a dribble, waited a second, and just kind of got out of rhythm on that one. He probably would like to have that one back.
And neither team could convert on the fast break opportunities, and can't convert there either. Ouachita slowing things down. Outside, Williams. Belton tries to set a little bit of a screen, drive inside. Nice cut and foul. Could not get the finish.
It was a nice communication just through their eyes by Reggie Martin and Sean Williams. Williams was kind of in no man's land in the middle of the lane. Martin on the backside wing kind of cut baseline. Sean saw him, and Reggie just couldn't get that one to go.
His first free throw is good. Puts them 4 for 4 as a team at the free throw line.
The 3 subs who are available all come in for East Central. We talked about the lack of depth. East Central has 4 players on the bench that are not dressed out, 1 in a boot. You had the leading scorer, Bishop Jones, only played 8 games before he went out with a season-ending injury.
And Ouachita remains perfect from the line, 5 for 5 now. Up top is Williams.
Boy, good ball defense from Sean Williams. Almost got caught on the high side of a screen, but recovered nicely.
Tries to gamble on it and gets fouled. Creates an opportunity down low. Causes your big man to have to foul him. That's Belton.
Yeah, Belton was trying to get another block. He said, I'm going to get me another block. I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it, and then you get the whistle and the foul.
That'll be Belton's first foul. Could afford that one. Don't mind the aggression at all.
You know, we're at the point in the game similar to where it feels like we were Thursday. I was in the trailer, the production trailer Thursday during the second half when Ouachita was up by 30 points, and you just felt that with that type of lead, they were kind of like sharks smelling blood in the water, just trying to maybe have some fun that you might not in a game that's not 25 points. You can't get to that point yet, but you still have to execute offensively, but those fun opportunities will come together.
Hoping to see some highlight plays pretty soon. Grayson's fouled. Looks like Gavin Snyder's going to check in for Ouachita. As well as Flowers. And Grayson's first one is good. Subs for Ouachita now. I'm very impressed with Grayson's. I know in this game he's got a bit of a lead, but in that Henderson State game especially, his composure at the line. Feels like he's always in control. Later in that game versus Henderson State, that Ouachita came out on top. He had some very clutch free throws that prevailed them to the win.
It's the same rhythm every time. A couple of bounces, sway, bounce, sway, big breath, close the eyes, get ready to shoot. It's the same one every time.
Linsenmeyer gets double teamed. Tries to find somebody, and he does in the corner. Wide open three-pointer. No. Off the top.
Hobart just got cheated out of that rebound, Grant. That could have been another one. It could have been another one, but it bounced over the backboard and heads to the media timeout.
I would have put him at a double-double already. We're going to take the media timeout with him. And Grant Johnson with Chris Babb. You're watching Ouachita Sports Digital Network, sponsored by Taylor King Law.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who is an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
That's a timeout on betting.
It completely changed the game, and you didn't even notice. Let me break it down for you. Betting ads are applying full court pressure and getting you to play the game. Many of you are falling for it and losing big money. Addiction is happening in some more than others. Now players are getting harassed by bettors. And we all know that's not how the game is won. So it's on us to be good teammates and draw the line to stay ahead of betting consequences.
And we're back at Bill Vining Arena. Ouachita Tigers 51, East Central Tigers 24 with 15 to go. Ouachita's going to have possession here. East Central looking like they're going to have some type of full court press or trap or something. Maybe just apply a little bit of pressure.
Just a little token, and then they back it out.
You got to wonder if it's going to come pretty soon for them to start applying that pressure, if they're just going to remain in their half-court defense. Williams falls and loses it. East Central ball.
I was going to try to give you a little stat update, but I can't get your live stats are updated and everything with Grayson with his one more rebound for a double-double. There it is. There it is, 11-10. My thing still has him with the, there we go. It just came back up. We're good. There's this double-double. I think there's only been 3 games where Hobart Grayson has not had a double-double this season. Wow, Gavin Snyder.
I'm going to say it's a foul on East Central. Nice rebound there by Snyder to get in there regardless of his height and pull down the rebound. Ouachita's at 25 now compared to East Central's 14.
Crew Flowers getting several minutes today, the freshman. MJ Leslie not, Nice move.
And one. I know you thought he was about to dunk it or something there.
I think God's gift was trying to keep him from doing that. I thought Hobart might try, but the defense was too close. MJ Leslie not with the team today, battling through an illness. Crew Flowers is getting several more minutes today with MJ being out too. See, there's the same rhythm, the big breath. Dribble to the side and right back at it.
And Ouachita remains perfect, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Very impressive there. Coming into the game.
Second straight game of 30, a 22-5 run over the last 7+ minutes for Ouachita.
Tipped away, Grayson, fast break chance to Williams. Back out, going to slow things down, almost thrown away, saved. Nice save there.
Yeah, when it's going your way, it's going your way. Grayson pulls it back out.
Grayson kicked to Snyder on the wing. He's fouled. I was going to say, coming into this game, Ouachita's at 73.8 free throw percentage. And as I've said, they're 8 for 8 in this game. Perfect 100%. A little bit of a delay there, trying to get God's gift off the court.
Yeah, he's taking his time, drawing some attention from the students and fans.
Williams with a look, gets poked away from Linsenmeyer. Snyder going to take things out. Finds Williams again on that baseline and gets that one.
I think I just saw one of the East Central coaches just kind of go, whoa. That fadeaway jumper from the baseline, almost blocked by the side of the backboard, just did it with ease.
And felt like a little bit of deja vu. The first one out of bounds on Williams, and it looks like they ran the same play and got it to work.
Rollin Belton was red. Oh, no, you robbed us of a tremendous opportunity. Oh, they called it on Hobart. They called the foul on Hobart. I thought they were going to call it on East Central.
Yeah, I thought Linsenmeyer kind of poked him to try to stop the fast break, but looks like they're going to call it on Grayson. Williams up top to Linsenmeyer.
Oh.
And another foul.
Rollin didn't like it. Coach Nutt likes he said, I love it. He said, I love it. looking at Rollins, say, I love it. Rollins, the big 6'8" post player, hedging out at half court. You get whistled for a foul there. Coach Nutt, he looks at Coach Nutt, and Coach Nutt says, I love it. I love it.
And Ouachita continuing to trap over those screens. Good three-point look. Can't get it. Williams rebounded. Slow things down. A little bit of double screen between Belton and Grayson. Step back three-pointer. He'll take the three-pointer off the front iron.
Flowers wanted to get in the action there. It was just a little bit off to the left.
Tries to get inside. Another foul. That's 3 back-to-back fouls for Ouachita. And Williams is going to check out for Martin, I believe, checked in. Outside look, tipped away.
Yeah, Flowers will get credit with the block shot. Now Williams with a big sizes advantage, but Gavin Snyder does a tremendous job playing bigger than his size.
Inside to Williams, no! Belton rejects it. And he gets a tech with it. I'm sure there were some words said. I can get that out of my house. Might not have been the words he used. But regardless, good block there from Belton. To the line is going to be Rucha. He makes that one. And the second one. Puts him 6 for 8 from the line in today's game. Inbounding is Linsenmeyer. Gets it in. Outside to Williams. To Rucha. Good look. And gets it to fall. That's Kelly from three-point land. His second three-pointer of the match. Grayson with the ball up top. Defended. Sizing him up, and it's blocked. East Central looking to get things on fast break. Nice fake, and gets both of them to jump and get out of the way. That's Woolridge on the lay-in. And defended well is Kelly after that three-point basket 2 possessions ago. Snyder across. Back to Snyder. Three-point look. He's fouled. Can't get it. Almost a four-point play. But he'll take his to the free throw line.
Snyder, that would have been the third 4-point play Snyder would have had in his 2 years here. He had one in a game that Ouachita was down for last year. Almost the same spot, Grant. I think all 3 of those has happened in that same spot. Right in front of the bench, he's got fouled on a 3-point attempt. It made the first 2. This is the first time it hadn't gone in. If that wouldn't have gone in, I was going to say I've never seen anybody get 3 4-point play opportunities.
And it almost did just off that front iron. I think Franklin's going to check in for Belton.
Yeah, he'll check in after the second one.
Belton's at 3 fouls so far. Excuse me, Franklin's going to check in for Grayson. They're going to keep the 2 big men out there, Belton and Franklin, see if they can work it together.
Give Hobart a little breather, and then after the under 12 media timeout, you can get Grayson and Williams back in the game, most likely together. Hobart Grayson would have missed 30 seconds of game time, but probably what will end up being a 4 or 5 minute break.
And Washita continuing the perfect streak, 11 for 11 from free throw land. They're going to say goaltending.
Yeah, that's good goaltending. Rylan Belton didn't do it, but Devin Franklin did hit the rim on that one.
I do like to see how this two big man offensive scheme is going to work for Washita. You see a lot of teams almost take advantage of their height against Washita. Interested to see how these two work together.
Well,
inside drive foul. East Central does not like the call at all.
One and one the rest of the time, and now the officials are going to talk to. I thought the official was going to talk to East Central. Yeah. He didn't do anything wrong. He just wanted to run down there, and because you took his fast break dunk away, just like you took Hobart's away earlier.
Yep. Gets the first one. P.J. Neal's going to check in for Belton. And continuing the perfect streak of 13 for 13 from the free throw line as a team. Back to Linsenmeyer. Kelly. Inside to Williams. He's fouled from Gavin Snyder. It's going to bring us to the media timeout. And we're going to go on break as well. Grant Johnson with Chris Babb. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Washita Sports Digital Network, sponsored by Taylor King Law.
Visit the Washita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Washita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Washita campus store. Go Tigers.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
And welcome back. It's been a Washita game this far. Washita at 61, East Central at 33. And Washita just continuing to apply that pressure, you could say, and converting offensively.
Since my stats still want to update, I was looking at points off the turnovers. It's only a 17-11 advantage for Washita, but and turnovers are pretty even. But Washita has shot 56.4% from the field, Grant, 22 of 39. East Central, 28.6%. They're 2 of 15 from three-point range.
And Williams makes his first and his second. Cuts the lead down just a little bit. East Central is going to go into a full court press and deny the basketball. Gavin Snyder gets it to Martin. Rises up. Oh, I thought it was going to be and one. I know Franklin wanted the lob.
It'd be quite a lob to try to get it over Nick Williams, the 6'8" forward for East Central. That wingspan is probably about 7 feet. That would have been quite the lob to try to get it over there. Reggie Martin just decides to go at him.
I don't blame Martin at all for taking it all the way and getting to the charity stripe. Yes. Continues the perfect streak for Washita, 15 for 15 from the line. East Central continuing to show that 4 out and 1 in. Gets it into Williams. Brought down, and I'm going to say Snyder.
Yep, Snyder ran under him. And so this could be a long last 11-24, Grant. Both teams are in the bonus. East Central's in the double bonus after this at the next foul. Ouachita is close as well.
And Belton and Franklin both at 3 fouls, both of the big men for Ouachita. Something to take note of. First free throw for Williams is good. Eyes down to second, no good. Ouachita going to slow things down, but East Central guarding very closely. Neal gets the screen from Franklin to Snyder. Fakes it. Outside to Martin. Martin pull up. Jay off that front iron. And look into Williams. Left hand layup and good find there from Linsenmeyer.
They're going to get a foul on East Central. That's on Nick Williams. P.J. Neal is going to the free throw line for Ouachita.
Shooting for Ouachita, number 2, P.J. Neal.
Neal only at 2 in today's game, but 4 rebounds and 5 assists. Williams checking in for Martin. And the first miss for Ouachita from the line. Then that makes them 17 for 18. Still a very impressive run, one of the best I've seen.
That's a good effort from the free throw line. I tell you what, Nick Williams would be fun to have mic'd up.
Outside kick to Williams up top. Good fake, gets Franklin a fall for it. Double clutch layup there for Linsenmeyer. Nice fake and a little bit of spice on the layup as well. Williams, guy in his face, doesn't care, pulls up. Linsenmeyer taking things down the court, gets a screen from Williams. Drive inside, wants a foul, no.
Yeah, not a lot of contact there. Linsenmeyer just got in the wrong spot. He was too far under the basket. Franklin didn't have to do anything except stay vertical.
And a lot of substitutions for East Central. The max that they can do, which is 3. Only have 3 on the bench. And Grayson checks in as well for Franklin. Snyder going to take things down the court to Williams on the wing. Neal drive inside. Grayson gets fouled.
Smart foul by Nzedima.
And that puts God's Gift at 4 fouls in today's game. Knocking on the door of that 5 and see ya. He's got to be careful. Grayson now at 15 in tonight's match, along with Martin at 14, Williams at 17, and Franklin at 9. Almost got 4 players for Ouachita in double figures. Ruka to Godsmith. Wants somebody to come help him out, but defended well by Snyder. Outside look. Drive inside, layup. Just takes it all the way. That's Granberry. Washita setting up into their offense, but if it's wide open, Williams is going to take it, and he does. Williams at 19 now. Ruka. PJ Neal says no. Fast break chance for Grayson. Throws it up. Yes! That's Grayson to Martin. Raise the roof.
Almost brought the roof down.
And Williams tried to get another look at it. Gives a look for Godsmith from the corner and makes him pay.
Yeah, Grayson looked like wanted to pull up and just a little bit out of rhythm on that one. Man, that oop from Grayson to Martin was nice. Ooh, step back.
Nice move. Can't get a rebound at Snyder. Washita slowing things down again with the big lead that they have. Grayson looks to set one, doesn't. Gonna set one for Neal though. And nice foul, Neal to Grayson. Deuces on deuces. Ruka, three-point shot. Rebounder Williams. Gonna set up into their half-court play. I like to dump things off a few times and then get a look. Tipped away. Stolen East Central. Got numbers, not anymore. And he's gonna take it. Nice spin move and dunk. That's Granberry. That was nice.
That was nice. We saw it in pregame. Granberry, very athletic. Now he's going to be whistled for the foul, which will take us to next to last media timeout.
And here's that replay. Maybe.
I think we're going to see the Grayson. Yeah, here we go.
Lob up to Martin, and yes, what a connection between those two.
It just was such ease, Grant. You know, we've talked about how long and athletic they are. It's a fun group to watch when they get in transition. And we mentioned earlier that when you're up by 20, 25, 30, you can take a few more chances and have a little bit more fun. And those replays, the alley-oop and the dunk is what you saw, the result of that situation.
And we see Washita do that quite often, where they try to gamble on those steals and get fast break chances where they can make a highlight play. And I'd say this is kind of a highlight team.
It really is. They're 56.4% from the field earlier, and that's gone up. When it was 61-33, they were shooting 56.4. Now they're shooting right around the same. So 25 of 45 from the field for Washita. 3 players in double figures. Williams with 19, Grayson with 18, Martin with 16, and Devin Franklin is 9, and he's right there on the verge as well.
Gavin Snyder is going to be at the line for Washita. He's 3 for 3 so far. All 3 points coming from the free throw line. Make it 4. Got sent to the line earlier on a 3-point shot that he was fouled and almost made it a 4-point play. He's now at 5 and perfect from the line. Linsenmeyer guarded closely from Neal. Nice handles. Williams sets him a screen. Back to Williams. Only 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it to God's Gift. Inside. Floater. Yes.
Reggie Martin did a nice job just being there, just not elevating, and God's Gift went right over him. Reggie was straight up. Just didn't elevate to try to block the shot. Oh.
Good defense there. East Central. Fast break chance. Nice little jelly finger roll layup there. That's Linsenmeyer. Credited to that. Williams slowing things down. Flash up top. It's Martin. And pickpocketed. He's going to rise up and misses it. A wide open chance for 2 points, and going to try to make it 3 and doesn't hit anything. I know Granbury wants that one back.
He would like that not to have happened on the road.
Yeah, they're letting them hear it for sure. Williams poked out. Thought it almost hit Williams' leg and went out, but referee's a lot closer than I am. He says, Washita basketball. Snyder sizing up the very tall Williams. Martin, nice move. Pull up, Jay, and finish. Martin's got 18 in this one. Nice move, gets him to jump. Outside look, God's Gift again. He's 2 for 6 from 3-point. And the Washita team does a very good job of slowing things down whenever they're up. And they're going to continue to do so. Another pull up. Rebound at Granbury, gets poked in the eye from Snyder. Ref's going to call it.
Yeah, he was there for the rebound. Snyder went flying in, and the reaction from Granbury might have gotten the whistle, but regardless, he's going to the free throw line.
And it has been a, I guess, foul game, you can call it.
There's been a lot of whistles.
15 for Washita, 14 for East Central.
And nobody has 4 fouls yet for either team.
They're just sharing the love. Everybody gets a foul. Doesn't make the first one, does make the second. Neal sizing up to Grayson. Grayson and Williams. Gets double teamed. Franklin inside.
In the world, they call it jump ball.
That's Granbury and Franklin down low getting tangled up. And we got a media timeout.
The referee just said I could have called a foul. I called it a tie ball.
And
Tell the player that. At least he was honest.
And they get it jump ball. We're going to take a break. I'm Grant Johnson with Chris Babb. You're watching Washita Sports Digital Network, sponsored by Taylor King Law.
On On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
Welcome back. Taking you back to about a minute ago. A little bit of tangle up between Franklin and, was it Williams or was it it was Granberry.
There have been a few tangle ups.
It was Granberry and Franklin down low. And they just called it a jump ball. Could have gone either way, foul on either team, and jump ball is what they decided on. So Ouachita is going to take things down low. That's P.J. Neal inbounding the basketball.
Neal, Grayson Williams, Crew Flowers, and Devin Franklin in.
Gets it into Grayson. To Williams off the off-ball screen. Grayson's going to pull up, in and out. Rebounded Franklin. It's going to put the shot clock now at 15. Hard defense. Williams drives inside. Back out. Neal. Nice move. Back out to Williams. Three-point shot. Drains it. And it started with Williams, and it's going to finish with him as well.
Yeah, it's a good offensive rebound that gave him an extra little bit, and then the ball movement. Penetration, kick out, Williams open three is going to be a good result for Ouachita most of the time.
Neal falls to his feet. A lot of fakes from Williams. I don't know if anybody bid on it. Regardless, he gets the foul call. I've never seen that many fake passes from down low.
Shooting for East Central, 22,
And Williams has got 13 so far in this one.
Sophomore from Dallas, went to Plano. He's fun to watch. He just talks, just talking.
He likes to talk while he's shooting his free throws.
Not mess, just talks. He just talks a lot, just talks, not talking noise or some I'm sure every once in a while, but he just likes to talk. He's having fun, plays with the crowd.
Don't blame the guy.
He has fun while he's doing that. I mean, if you can have fun when you get beat by 20, Nick does it.
Grayson sizes him up. Can't get that one. Gets his own rebound, though. Kick out. Flowers wide open. No. Oh, almost rebounded again from Franklin that time. East Central going to push things up the court. Nice ball handler and nice spin move. That's Linsenmeyer.
Linsenmeyer just bodying up P.J. Neal down there. They're like, we do not want to blow this whistle and let it unless we just absolutely have to.
They've blown the whistle quite a bit. 16 fouls.
Now we don't want to blow the whistle.
Franklin sets up top for Williams. Nice move. Gets him jumping. Kick out. Neal wide open. No. It's tangled up down low. It's Granberry and Franklin. Franklin's credited for the foul. That puts him at 4. Maybe 5?
Yeah, that is. They're going to say that's 5 for Devin Franklin.
He's fouled out of this one.
Franklin will foul out with 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, 1 turnover in 14 minutes of play. Cade Caldwell and Ryan Harris will check in after the first free throw.
First free throw is good. And we saw Caldwell in the last blowout win that Ouachita had. Chunked up a few threes, couldn't get it to fall. He's got a little bit more time to work with this time. Almost 2 minutes, 1:47 exactly, but I want to see if they can get him a
Southwest
bucket.
Arkansas boys, Harris and Caldwell from Arkadelphia and Murfreesboro, respectively.
Grayson going to slow things down, obviously. Might just drain the clock.
Yeah, they're going to run a set when they get down to get the clock down.
Snyder outside, too much space. Can't get it. Rebounded East Central. That's Granberry. Gets a screen from God's Gift. He'll pull it. And out of Granberry. Back outside. And it's getting ugly. A lot of misses all the way around the board.
Tigers are going to move to 14-5 overall. 14-6 overall. 9-5 in conference play. Keep pace with Oklahoma Baptist, Harding, and Henderson. We'll try to pull up those schedules, but I didn't have very much luck pulling up anything in my on my iPad over here to try to give some updated scores. We'll try to do that.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm very interested to see how the other games are going. Harding and Henderson State all tied up with Ouachita. Ouachita does have the advantage of the tiebreaker. But obviously every game matters. Pull-up jumper, a lot of backboard. No rim. Granberry, and they're going to take their two there.
Well, we've officially seen the closest, the biggest blowout in a 12-point game. The score on the screen says 79-57. The score in the it's just been weird all the way through. The final score, Ouachita wins regardless. Yeah, 79-65 of the final. That was the biggest blowout of a 14-point game I've ever seen. Ouachita was up by 30 midway through, and you mentioned it did get ugly. It got sloppy. At the end, but the Tigers were already up by 30, and sometimes it's hard to play when it's a 30-point game, and that's 2 in a row for the Tigers. They're really, really playing well. And it's a fun team to watch. It's a fun team to watch indeed. They've had 4 straight games at home or in town. Now they'll go on the road for a long road trip to northwestern Oklahoma State and southwestern Oklahoma State. Be interesting to see what Coach Nutt has to say about this. And he's going to be pleased with the win and being up by 30. But I have a feeling he's going to say, "Yeah, I wish we had just not been able to get to." The last 5 to 7 minutes have not been as pretty.
Yeah, like you said, a very athletic Ouachita team, and we knew that Ouachita would probably run East Central out of the gym, and that's exactly what they did. Just far more athletic, had the depth. We saw lots of even new faces get into the game in tonight's game. We had 22 points from Sean Williams, Martin at 18, and Grayson at 18 as well. Franklin knocking on the double digits door. Almost had 4 players in double digits.
Just ask if it could be any hotter. She was not here Thursday.
It
was about 20 degrees hotter Thursday. Yeah, so this feels great. We feel like we're we feel like we're in the middle of winter compared to what it was Thursday the other day. Yeah, Grant, Coach Nutt will come up here in a couple of minutes, and you'll have a chance to get to talk to him. But this has been a fun team to watch. Sean Williams with 22, Martin and Grayson each with 18. When they shoot well, they ended up shooting 50% for the game, 27 of 54. And that went down. They missed a lot of their last 5, 6, 7 field goal attempts, but it was a good effort for the Tigers. Anytime you can have 2 games in a row when you're up by 30, that's a fun time.
And it was a very fun game.
We'll have to play a little Tetris here at the table and readjust things and let you slide over. We'll get Coach Nutt.
And it was a great one. Ouachita winning 79 to East Central 65. I'm here with Coach Nutt. Thank you for joining me, Coach Nutt. Congrats on the win. I interviewed you earlier in the year before we got into conference play. Just take me through what you've seen with this team. Obviously, how are the pieces and the puzzles coming together?
Well, we're a lot better than the time we spoke. Obviously, we're playing a lot better. I think the roles are kind of figuring themselves out. The guys, the leadership. I think Sean Williams and Hobart are kind of establishing themselves as good leaders on this team, and we got a pretty good guys that accompany them. So playing better. I think defense has really gotten pretty good here the last couple games. We just got to keep that up and kind of take this act on the road.
And talk to me a little bit about this win. I shot 20 for 21 from the free throw line. I guess have y'all been working on that, or what prevailed to this win tonight?
You know what? This group's been pretty good all year with free throws. There's just been a couple games that we didn't shoot it well, but I think most nights we shot it pretty well. The key, they got to get the right ones to the line, but most of our guys do a pretty good job with their percentages on that. And missing one all night, that's pretty good.
Obviously, in every game you can learn something, even on you could say blowout win. What did you learn in this one? What takeaways do you have?
I didn't like that finish. We had a 30-point lead there at one time, and we just I think we just kind of let our guard down. They were being aggressive, which they should, and we kind of let them have their way there. A lot of fast break points, a couple turnovers and fast breaks. You don't like to finish like that, but sometimes we get out of hand. You kind of lose the interest sometimes, but we got to be professional and trying to finish out games.
And you talk about finishing out games. What do you say in the locker room to, I guess, kind of help bring motivation, or what do you say to just keep applying that pressure and to finish this game like you did?
Yeah, we just talked about, that last 5 or 6 minutes. I didn't think it was, what we have to have. We have to have guys that are, committed to that 40 minutes and finish. Don't matter what the score is. You always try to play the right way. And that's on both ends, offensively and defensively. And that's something we just got to continue to stress with these guys.
And how do you prepare next week for Southwestern Oklahoma at their arena?
Yeah, this is the second time around, so we've seen them. We kind of know the personnel. We just have to now take this act on the road. On the road you don't get the 50-50 calls, and it's a little different. You don't shoot as well sometimes in the other places' facilities. So we just got to be ready. And, we won some pretty good road games first half of the year, so now we just got to take it on the road. And we beat both those teams here, so we'll just try to do it again out there.
Congrats on the win, Coach. That's all that I've got for you.
Appreciate it, my man.
Thank you so much. We got Ouachita winning this against East Central, the two Tiger teams. Ouachita at 79, East Central at 65. They'll face off next Tuesday, I believe, at Southwestern Oklahoma at their arena. Thank you for joining me. I'm Grant Johnson. Chris Babb joined me as my color analyst. You're watching Ouachita Sports Digital Network, sponsored by Taylor King Law.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN. This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washington Sports Digital Network.